Hey guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name's Jillian. I wanted to talk a little bit about my process today. Some people were asking about blocking. If you follow me on Instagram, you may have seen that the other day, I was sharing a little bit about sketching and how I block things out prior to painting something. So I find this part of the process really helpful for my larger pieces. Um, I'll go in and I'll start sketching something and I'll make several sketches. Um, and then I'll put them up next to the painting and actually draw from those sketches rather than directly from a photo. I find that when I paint directly from a photo or draw directly from a photo onto the final piece that I'm working on, I over render, I overthink it, I try to get things too exact. So this part of the process actually helps me separate myself a little bit from the initial photo or the initial place that I visited. A lot of the times I'll go out and I'll see a place and I'll sketch it first before I take it back to the studio and work on it rather than take a photo of it and then try to paint directly from that photo. I find it really useful because then I can be a little bit more emotional and a little bit more spontaneous with my marks and not worry too much about being too particular with any marks or any shapes or anything like that. Having this part of the process helps me sort of also work out compositions and see how it looks, whether it's a landscape or a portrait. Um, so I wanted to share a little bit about it to hopefully help you guys if you're trying to get more fluid with your work and not be as uptight with your mark making and everything like that. So basically what I do is if I'm drawing from an image, I'll look at the image and I'll make several sketches. And this is one of them that I was really happy with. I liked the composition of it, so I brought it up here, stuck it up next to my painting, and then again, from that, I wasn't exactly precise when I was working on the final image. Um, I wanted to keep it more fluid, so I took some ink and I did a first layer, and then the second layer is basically just working out the marks, which is with a pastel. So it does come off. Not as good as you think it might, but I kind of like those marks. So if you're looking for something that doesn't mark as much, maybe use chalk or a very light graphite pencil or a colored pencil that's very light. So I like these marks, so I used a darker pastel color. So I did the general composition and started working back in there with the paint or the ink. And I find it really helpful to be a little bit more fluid with my paintings. So I wanted to go into detail a little bit more about that for you guys. And I hope it helps you because I know, um, you know, growing as an artist, sometimes you try to focus too much on trying to get everything perfect. And it's really important that you don't try to do that. There are going to be sketches that are going to be really shit, and you just have to accept that. So, um, the good ones, it's like I could do 20 sketches and have one that I'm like, that's all right. All right, I'll use that. So don't be discouraged if all of the sketches in your sketchbook aren't perfect. Don't be too, I don't know, what's the word? Don't be too fragile with your sketchbooks. Explore a lot more. Don't be timid with it, and you'll find that you start to find your way a little bit more in your own visual language. If you're too precise, I can see how that might make you feel like, oh, I can't find my voice as an artist. It's probably because you are trying too hard to be too precise. So let yourself go a little bit. This part of the process actually helps you do that a little bit more rather than painting directly from a photo or drawing directly from a photo. So keep that in mind, and I hope it helps. If it does, let me know. And yeah, happy painting. Enjoy yourselves.